The 11th of June 2023 was where the Xbox Game Showcase took place, revealing the next lineup of Xbox games for the foreseeable future in 2023 and beyond. There were many games revealed, but unfortunately radio silence for the iconic Gears of War franchise, as it appears the Xbox are not over-relying on Gears and Halo as they had done throughout their history in previous console generations. With complete radio silence for the Gears of War franchise once again, I thought to create this video and share my thoughts with you on the current state of the Gears of War franchise in 2023. As always, I'm your host Abz, and let's get into this. The positives. Let's start with the glass half full approach on the benefits of having no Gears of War announcement at the Xbox Game Showcase. Well, firstly, the Gears franchise needs major rehabilitation. It needs to go back to the drawing board and recapture the magic from the original trilogy that made the franchise so special in the first place. In order to do that, it needs more time in the oven, simple as that. Imagine the damage the franchise will take if Gears 6 is rushed out the gate like how Gears 5 was. It really needs this time to cook the next major Gears of War gaming experience. Gears 5's launch had over 3 million players on the game, but this quickly dwindled away because of the fundamental problems with the game. We cannot have those problems again for a Gears of War release, so giving it more time to cook will allow for a much more polished product. But also, it needs this time to go back to the roots of the IP, capturing the themes and ideas of what gives a Gears of War game its soul, and then from there evolve the franchise to new heights with today's technological capabilities. But hang on, it's not just Gears 6 that's cooking. There's also the Gears of War live action movie, and the Gears of War animated series that are in the works as well, with more potential stories to follow. We've seen what a movie and animated series can do for a video game. It can explode its popularity and do so much good for the IP, but it's not a guaranteed success. Looking at you, Master Cheeks. Anyway, this obviously tells us that Microsoft have not given up on the Gears of War franchise. They want to do the IP justice, and they know that they have major things to fix. They have invested heavily into the future of Gears of War, but the franchise just needs to cool down a bit first. So to people that say Gears of War is dead, it's over, Microsoft don't care, no, that is not the case. Gears of War will be back in full force, I'm genuinely sure of it. It just needs time to cook. So that's my positive outlook on the state of the franchise and what's to come. Now let's look at some of the negatives. My glass half empty viewpoint on the current state of the Gears of War franchise is this. How can Xbox and the Coalition leave the Gears of War fandom and community with bare bones? They've essentially left us with scraps. Fair enough, you want to take your time with Gears 6. That makes sense, but at least look after your community during the downtime, which in my estimation they haven't really done. The older Gears of War titles got FPS boosts a while back, and the Gears of War 3 servers just got updated the other day to their final state. So basically, Gears 3 multiplayer is actually working again, which is cool and I'll definitely play that here and there. The Coalition also pulled the plug on post-launch support for Gears 5 2 years ago now, probably because there was very little return on investment and they wanted to move on to the next project. A big reason why many wanted the Fenix collection was to keep the fans occupied and looked after, while the Coalition spent as many years as they needed to on Gears 6 development. So with no remastered collection announcement either, and half of the franchise not being on PC as well, it makes you wonder what their plan even is. Whether a collection even exists at all, it all remains a mystery. No roadmap, nothing. Many Gears fans have no choice but to just play other games and temporarily leave this community until the time is right, because they've not been supported nor been given any reason to stay. So Gears fans are left to just anxiously ponder on what the future could hold for the franchise. So that's my more glass half empty approach on the state of Gears of War in 2023.
But you have my word that we will rise again.
Even if Gears of War is at a very low point right now, things will get better. The Gears fam have been through the dark days of Gears Judgment and the rough times of Gears 5's launch. It can't possibly get worse than that, right? Right? The only way is up from here, surely. Hope runs deep that the Phoenix will rise from the ashes once again. For me personally, I'd like to think that I've built something special with Gears of War content over the last few years. Gears of War is what allowed me to grow here on YouTube. I hold this game, this franchise, and all of you close to my heart. Sometimes I feel like I've got nothing left in me, that I've got nothing left that I can cover with Gears. But I've really been brainstorming, and I've thought of so many creative ideas to keep pushing Gears of War content to the next level. So these ideas include more lore videos from the books. Examples include Marcus Phoenix's time in prison, untold battles from the Pendulum Wars, and so much more. Character analysis videos. So this would be a deep dive analysis into what made a certain character so special in the franchise, looking into the nuances and finer details of the character's role in the story, and what purpose they served for the overarching plot, and so on. Crossover lore with other franchises. So for instance, what if the Predator entered the Gears of War universe, landed on the planet Sera, and went head to head with Marcus Phoenix, or even General Rahm? Or what if COG Gears were an Imperial Guardsman regiment in the Warhammer 40k universe? There's a lot of juicy crossover lore we can look into, and I'm sure you guys will have some suggestions as well. Tier list videos is also something I want to revisit for Gears, which will be really fun. My personal ranking on different elements of the games, as well as some Gears 6 theories videos and my predictions for the story narrative. And how about breakdowns of Easter eggs, cut concepts, maybe campaign walkthrough plus lore hybrid videos? How about that? I could even redo my very old lore videos, because honestly I'm not very impressed with some of my very older videos. But anyway, the list goes on. There is so much more amazing Gears of War content I have planned for you all, so have faith in Abz to keep fulfilling your Gears of War itch here on YouTube. And before we know it, Gears of War will be back in full force again. As long as I keep creating great Gears of War videos, and as long as I have my fellow Gears support, then the gears will always keep turning. Brothers to the end. Thank you very much for watching and for your support. It really means so much to me. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already if you enjoyed the content. I'm your host Abz, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.